Yeah, booty shit.
Damn, look like my women is on time.
Sure. The man, myth, the legend. Big Benjamin. I beat the dude like your boy Devin. Talk to him. The flies at an all-time high. Worldwide, it hit home like Patti LaBelle's pies. Undoubtedly, it's Mr. Shaw who they admire. Only fold when the pool clothes out the dryer. Greedy cat, I ain't leaving no scraps. I caught Reggie once, but that was just a pace of throwback. Yeah. I've been running with the belt since the nose runny. I leave the mic chief and hard like it's 420. To my last breath, I destined to the fullest. Gold spreader shook, cancer sweating bullets. They shook daily on the grind. Failure ain't an option. Stay with more than one bag like I'm grocery shopping. Chef and shit for the cream without the bootleg. Crash with your main bitch, now she should obey. Go get her, smooth fella. Penn Stella, early 2000, I put up in on Rockefeller. I see, yeah, it take forever to mention who's better. Not a pack of fan, but on my mind it's the cheddar. Clothes I got plethora, these hoes is too extra. HD lines, you can see it on the projector. Clear, half man, half a mason. I stay blazing, fly Langston in the higher ranking. Yeah, you fucking with Shaw, it's a pitfall out here, racing the bar, but only a bar. Do your Googles, nigga. Really, nigga, you gotta know. Iceman to the haters, middle finger and roll. Yeah.
As long as you've been gone, baby, you got a whole lot of work to do. No shit, baby.
I can dig it.
What you got? What you got? Fuck all the questions, nigga. Come shop. What you got? What you got? Fuck all the questions, nigga. Come shop. What you got? What you got? Fuck all the questions, nigga. Come shop. What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? Bring the guap to the spot. Don't make it hot, or you get dropped. If you on that op shit, you gon' get robbed. Back to this gas shit, let's get these pies. Stacking all this money, I love these honeys. OG gas bags, keep them flooded. Sippin' on that juice, but that muddy. Phone line blingin' up, all that money. What you got? Man, he need to stop. That nigga right there, he fancy working for the cops, man. I'ma make my money, man. Ay, and I'ma do my smoney things.
98, make this shit.
What you want, that's exactly what I got. Always keep it solid, sad to say that they did not. They like to think they know about me, but they do not. Working on my energy, but you can still get got. Might still flip a pack, but now I'm on these stocks. Investing in my holdings, different route to go out. You ain't competition, so how the fuck you out? Ducking your position, don't be shy to shop. Little mama's such a vixen, she ride it so consistent. Drugs plus the sex, got her having type of visions. She know my game proficient, so the sex she give relentless. I don't even try no more, at this point I'm just sending. Look, what you got, look, what I got. She hit my phone and then she quick to pull up to my spot. Look, what I got, know just what I got. She pull up for the dick, but the joke she still gon' cop, ayy.
Yeah, bought a new 40, bout to field strip it. Backwood leaf had a stem in it. Rolled it up regardless, you can still hit it. Guess that boy just focused on a meal ticket. Yeah, bitch don't watch no soccer, but she still kick it. Bitch don't drink no vodka, but she still sick. Say that it's illegal, but we still ship it. Belly with the kush, bitch, we will spit. baddest chick, she come from Punta Cana. Made that boy just step back like I'm Luka Doncic. Put up with her girlfriends in the two-door Honda. In the mouth just like a first responder. If you think I like her, I think sorta, kinda. Go and drop the pin, I'm gon' be sure to find you. Pack her from the Bay, we call it 49er. Roll so many blunts, a bitch got carpet tunnel. Damn. Niggas talking shit but can't afford a bottle. Nigga got a Charger, the new sporty model. 0-60, couple seconds, pull the throttle. Hit a bitch, spend the night, I pop the model. Yeah, bought a new 40, bout to field strip it. Backwood leaf had a stem in it. Rolled it up regardless, you can still hit it. Guess the boy just focused on the meal ticket. Bought a new 40, bout to field strip it. Backwood leaf had a stem in it. Rolled it up regardless, you can still hit it. Guess the boy just focused on the meal ticket.
We get that cake and flip it like Betty Crocker. Yeah, we shoot that rifle like we was David Crockett. I can't do nothing with regular, man. This shit exotic. And since a pimp out his business, me and your bitch platonic. I mean the pimp get your bitch to business all vodka tonic. After we flip her like heads and tails, she gon' roll like Sonic. I smoke exotic, she pop narcotics, she wildin', she out of body. She wine, she riding my pony. Two got a silencer on it. Bought a new 40, bout to field strip it. Yeah, backwood leaf had a stem in it. Yeah, fly as a birdie above the rim with it. We strongest Patron shots, Slam is the rim, nigga. I know you hate me, but I wish you well. I'ma beast my bitch a bell. I'm fresher than Prince of Bel. Yeah, nigga, take this L. Hell yeah, all hell. The king is jumping shit like hell. Big fish like a fucking whale. Smoke good, smoke you as well.
Bought a new 40, bout to field strip it. Backwood leaf had a stem in it. Rolled it up regardless, you can still hit it. Guess the boy just focused on the meal ticket. Bought a new 40, bout to field strip it. Backwood leaf had a stem in it. Rolled it up regardless, you can still hit it. Guess the boy just focused on the meal ticket.
Been in that back of your element. Yeah. Whoa, Elliot, baby, you out of your element. Melanin, blacking out like it was melanin. She throwing back and I'm killing it, yeah. And I promise I'm leaving no evidence. I'm like a preacher the way that I reach it. She praying at me like a reverend. And she gon' peep my frequency. Hit me frequently. Countdown, we gon' see, yeah. She gon' peep my frequency. You think she won't leave? Countdown, 1, 2, 3, yeah. So, intergalactic. Surfing like this was Atlantis. I'm flipping the lyrics like I'm an Olympic gymnast. Blessed with the gift of the gapping. Douglas, yeah. Laying that magic on muggles, yeah. Sharp as a Ravenclaw. Slithering, Hufflepuffing in the whip, and I'm swinging them Gryffindors. Know I'm gonna raise a temperature like the summer sizzle in a synagogue. Women ask me what I'm single for, just to make the single lady sing along in a single file line. See me, I'ma be on cloud 9. Up, how I spend my downtime. How you ever lay where the clouds lie? If I'm down in your city, and you tryna get lit, beat me up and come get me, yeah. Mr. Intergalactic, on your titty is tatted. Give a fuck about your nigga, yeah. Elliot, baby, you out of your element. Melanin, blacking out like it was melanin. She throwing back and I'm killing it, yeah. And I promise I'm leaving no evidence. I'm like a preacher the way that I reach it. She praying at me like a reverend. And she gon' peep my frequency. Hit me frequently. Countdown, we gon' see, yeah. She gon' peep my frequency. You think she won't leave? Countdown, 1, 2, 3, yeah.
I think I'ma say it. Pipes, you want me to lay it. Ayy, come to my room, you know I'm a player. Jersey hang in the air. Hall of Fame game, damn shame. Boy, you wasn't even there. Couldn't compare. Yeah, stroking and pulling the hair. Yeah, know I'm the truth and she there. Yeah, double dog, all of y'all. First of all, need to go ahead and get involved. Get the digits, get the draws, get down the road, want to stick them all. No feelings involved. Joanne the chip when I went to chick. Yeah, renovating them walls. Hey, extending them halls. Yeah, Mr. Bitches, a name I get from niggas to see the bitches with us. Ain't relinquished. The pimp pam so distinguished. You think that the kid from Memphis, but it's Texas all in this hoe. Ain't nothing bleak, ain't nothing sweet, but a cup of tea in this hoe. Hey, rollin' sweet of that dro. Hey,
Elliot, baby, you out of your element. Melanin, blacking out like it was melanin. She throwing back and I'm killing it, yeah. And I promise I'm leaving no evidence. I'm like a preacher the way that I reach it. She praying at me like a reverend. And she gon' peep my frequency. Hit me frequently. Countdown, we gon' see, yeah.
What is going on, people? How y'all doing out there? It's your boy Scotty. You already know what it is. I'm in the building. And today, I am too lit, too excited for this to be going on. When I tell you, this has been in the making for at least a good month. A good month. Me and my homeboy, Nance from Let Me Talk My Shit, have been trying to put this thing together, and we are here for the people, give you this NBA coverage. And let me bring my man in. You already know, host of Let Me Talk My Shit, my man Nance.
What's goody? What's goody?
But hey, man, you already know why the people are here, what they came to see, what they came to do. Introduce yourself, talk about your platform.
Hey, man, my name's Jammer, Jamar Nance, if you know me by my formal. We do our show over here called Let Me Talk My Shit. It's a platform just for anybody to have a platform to say what's on their mind. We go from politics to sports to late night talk, all that. There's no guidance, man. We just kind of go everywhere, whatever's on your mind. We let everybody speak, and it's a safe platform to do so.
Man, listen, guys, if you have ever heard or seen it, it is a true, how do you say, like free flowing. Like, I mean, whatever you want, whatever you thought about. If you think the grass should be pink and you think it's blue, you can come out there and talk your mess. However you feel it. All right, I got a comment where it says I got the Nets winning, and it ain't even close. Oh my God, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. But first question up to the dude. Are super teams killing the NBA? Since you are a guest, go ahead and bless us first, Mr. Jammer.
Let me give my opinion on this. Where it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. So, are the Nets taking a little overboard? I believe so. I think it's been a little bit too much. It rubbed me the wrong way. I can't deny that. Definitely because I'm a Laker fan. So let me put that out there first and foremost. So I'm a little biased on everything that I say about the NBA because I am a true Lakers fan. But yeah, I don't think it's ruining it. But I definitely think it's the competition could be spread out a little bit more. But just by all the moves that the other teams have been doing, I believe that it'll be all right. It'll fix itself. You know what I mean? Like it'll fix itself. It always has.
When I told you I was putting this question in, it has been really bothering me since the whole James Harden move.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just thinking, like, what is the game about? Is it about competition or is it about rings? Because if it's about beating the best and not being a part of the best, and everybody's probably gonna get in here and talk about, well, LeBron went totally different thing. Totally different thing. You know what I'm saying? But for me in this situation, I feel like I 100% agree with you. The Nets are just taking it too far. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how somebody pushes the envelope just a little bit. You know, the Celtics started it technically. They started it. And LeBron, he matured it. Like, oh, let's do it in our primes. And then you get them going back to Cleveland, kind of, getting Kevin Love to come. And then you see, I mean, God, dog. I mean, the Warriors kind of built that naturally, so I can't really get mad at them with the draft and everything. But the Brooklyn Nets just took it with a rocket and ran with it to the right. And I don't agree with it at all. I really don't.
Oh no, it's just too much. I feel like I don't know. I feel like they're only building that team not for longevity. They're really only building it to beat LeBron and the Lakers, and that's where, right? Because I believe, like, look, let's see 5 years from now, where is the Nets going to be able to? Who they're going to be able to afford? They're going to go so far. It's going to go. They already spent too much money, right? They're going to be in the hole for the next part. Now the Nets are going to be irrelevant 2-3 years from now. Like, you're not going to hear nothing from the Nets for the next 10 years after this because of the hole they dug.
Yeah, and comment says once they got Durant, it wasn't natural. You know, but they got him off a free agent deal, so I can't even be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Like
the Kyrie Durant, I'm like, okay, you setting something up. I see. Now I thought they was gonna get a whole bunch of role players, and then you went out and got Harden, and that was weird. Even how could you afford him? I don't even know where they getting all this money from.
I don't know, and they're pulling it from the sky or something, but I don't
know. I don't get it. I got to see some numbers because I don't know how they're affording all these people. I'm pretty sure they're gonna show up to the finals with 5 people only. That's it.
Yo,
No bet.
like, yo, just I take food stamps, you know, EBT. It's
Right,
fine,
right.
you know?
Somebody's
I'm
getting
just
paid
here.
in Monopoly money.
I'm just here. I'm just here for the ring. You know, I'm just here for the ring.
Right.
Yo, man, continuing on. This has been a hot topic, and we talked about it offline, but this is definitely going to be a hot topic. Let me pull it up. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Who you got?
Okay, so you want me to go first on this?
No, I'll go first because you came prepared. So let me
he gonna get this
let
work.
me just say my piece before you
right.
you take all of the viewers off with your opinion, right? So listen, my homeboy hit me up with this question, and I told him, I said, skill set wise, you got to give it to Kyrie. I'm just gonna say that skill set wise, I'm giving it to Kyrie. For me, I don't like Kyrie's not a leader, and as a point guard, I want a leader. I want a dog. I want somebody who I know day in, day out gonna come to play, put every practice. We ain't talking practice. You know what I'm saying? Not a game. We're talking about practice, man. Listen, it's AI for me all day, every day. He is the answer. Now, he hasn't played with the great stars that Kyrie has been able to, but this is my thing. Kyrie was a number 1 pick. AI, I believe, was a number 1 or number 2 pick, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was number 1.
Number 1?
He might have been number 2. He might have been number 2.
So AI goes to Philly, makes them relevant. Kyrie goes to Cleveland, they don't do nothing. To me, that's all I got. You take your whole team to the NBA Finals by yourself. That's all. And get Shaq and won a game.
Yeah.
And won a game. So my man is always going to be AI through and through.
Okay, so that's how you know this is live, because I chose AI too.
Okay.
I was hoping. I thought you was gonna come with Kyrie, and that's why I said, you know what, I gotta go get some work, because I think he going. The only reason why he asked me this is because he about to pick Kyrie. So I said I had to go get some research for him, because I was like, wait a minute, bro. I hope he don't pick Kyrie, but if he do, I'm fully loaded. I'm ready to go. But I agree with everything you said, man. To me, we play sports. We competitive. You know what I'm saying? We competitive. So sometimes we're biased to just doing stats, or sometimes we kind of like go by the eyeball. Like when you get on the court, you can look at somebody and be like, okay, he a baller. You know, he's different. And that's what AI was. When you get on, I've never been on the court with him, but if you could just watch him play ball, he was different. You know what I mean? Like he had big man heart, and he was 6 foot. He didn't care how big you were. He didn't care who you were. He was gonna get this work. When he stepped on the court, it was business. You know what I'm saying? And so Kyrie, skill wise, I'll give you that. As far as like, I feel like Kyrie looked at like an AI or any other point guard that came before him, and he, just like any other great player, would get better with it. You know what I'm saying? Go to the next level. He's Allen Iverson 2.0 when it comes to the skills. But as far as, like you said, as far as the leadership, as far as you know, I would say even big shots, big moments, I'm taking AI, man. I want him in, you know, in the doghouse with me every day. You know, he's gonna fight for you. He's gonna get down and dirty, and he's gonna try to get you to win every night. And I mean, I don't even have to go to the stats, man. I mean, look at the record. I mean, even I mean, he got scoring titles. Kyrie ain't never gonna win a scoring title. He ain't gonna be able to do it. And
I really feel you when you're that guy, right, that you say you are, or that Kyrie thinks he is. To me, when they build a team around you, it's on you. And I've never felt Kyrie has ever felt that pressure of it's on him. Even when he got that pick and he went to Cleveland, he was just doing him. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just show you what I can do. I'm doing me. But from day one, when Iverson went to Philly, he took that thing over, and it was just his team. You know what I'm saying? It was just, you knew it was going
Kyrie showed you he wasn't that dude when he went to the Celtics. He had a squad around him that he could have helped develop, and he could have did something with them Celtics, and he did nothing with it. He showed you he didn't want that. He didn't want none of that. He didn't want no part of any of that. He wanted to look good and get his shit right, but he can't lead other people. It's something that, I mean, he could develop it, but he doesn't have it now. I know that.
No, and this leads me to the next question. And I really don't want to jump into it too early, but I'm not gonna jump. I'm gonna save it to the end. But I just know I'm coming back to it because Kyrie, he don't sit well with me. You know, he don't sit well with me.
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah. All right, so going to the next. Who's your picks for MVP race? Top 3 right now. What you got?
All right, so here we go. Let me flip. Let me check my notes. So look, so I'm gonna go from 3, 2, and 1.
Gotcha.
And this is tough because I'm feeling some type of way about Harden. But number 3, I got the Greek Freak. I got Greek Freak at 3rd, and this is a little biased, but I got to give it number 2 to Damian Lillard, Dame time, and then number 1 right now is James Harden. I can't deny that, man. I mean, just to be on some real, and I don't like that he is, but right now I feel like he's number 1 in the race. And because LeBron is hurt, obviously he's the 4th one right there. He right outside of the 3, but because he's not on the court right now, I gave it to the Greek Freak.
Okay, so I like that list. Mine's is a little different, but not too much far from yours. Now, my problem with the Greek Freak is he's always regular season. So I'm tired of giving this award because he never shows anything other than the regular season. Like he doesn't come up to me in the playoffs. So for that, I'm scratching him off. I'm putting Jokic. Listen, Joker is unreal. Like as a big man, I mean the way he passes the shoot, and it was between him and Embiid at that 3rd for me. Right. Back and forth for that. Number 2, I had James, and I feel like I'm a count against him the same way they did against LeBron when he was in Miami. Oh, you can't give it to him because he got Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. Well, I can't give it to James Harden because he got Kyrie and KD.
Yeah.
You know, all the years that they was clocking LeBron for having them 2 stars, I got to clock James the same way. And number 1, $100,000. Gotta be
drum roll.
Gotta be Damian Lillard, man. It gotta be Damian. Listen, he does it with man. Listen, you can have 2 grandmas, an uncle, an aunt, and he's still gonna drop 50, and he's still gonna
yeah. He's different, bro. And that's and you know what? I'm glad this year I feel like they've been pushing to give him a little bit more respect. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why I put him, James Harden, number 1 is only because obviously he's almost averaging a triple-double. But like you said, if we looking at it like that, if they taking it away for how many great teammates he has, then yeah, get him out there. He's not even in the top 4 then. Shit. And then also what you said about the Greek Freak, he don't show up in the playoffs, man. He'll show up when he went like here and there, but when it really get down to the nitty-gritty, that game 6, that game 7, that man disappear on you.
So it's like, how much of an MVP are you? That's if you're supposed to be the most valuable. Like to me, it's like if we lose, it's the same way you've seen it in anything LeBron touches. He leaves Cleveland, they're irrelevant. He leaves Miami, they go irrelevant. But Pat Riley builds it back up again. He gets hurt the Lakers, they don't know how to win. So to me, that's value beyond value. I'm not going to count that. But with Dame, it's a notch below LeBron because they always got CJ there, so he kind of balances it out. But at the end of the day, Dame is the closer.
But even CJ just came back, and they've been in 4th, 5th place this whole 6th place this whole season. He's been steady in that middle spots, and CJ just got back not too long ago. So I mean, he been doing it by himself. I mean, he got Carmelo over there. Carmelo will show up here and there, but this is not Nuggets or even Knicks. Carmelo, come on, you know what I'm saying? He does his thing, but it's not the Carmelo that we looking for that he deserved to have. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, yeah, Dame, I would have with the Nets doing their moves, I would believe in the NBA again if Dame gets the MVP this year. I believe in it.
I would totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. Let me get to some of these comments. Got Rod 400 says Dame over Harden. CJ been gone all year. Number 2 is Joker. Reggie Roy says Jokic.
Yeah.
It's true. And then Reggie Roy again says Jazz Suns. Why the hate? Ain't nobody hating. Who picking Rudy Gobert? You know what I mean? Who picking him?
Donovan. He been balling, but he ain't been MVP yet. But he gonna get there, man. He gonna get there. Donovan's up and coming.
This question is special to me. Did LaMelo do enough for Rookie of the Year?
I'm gonna let you go first. Go ahead, man.
Hell yeah! Listen, the mere fact that we're talking about the Charlotte Hornets. Let's be come on. Let's be 100 right now. We're actually talking about the Charlotte Hornets, one being in contention, and two having a really, really, really good season. Three, and having a superstar as LaMelo. First of all, listen, LaMelo should get Rookie of the Year just making the Hornets relevant. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Don't open that door. Don't open that door, man. Don't open that. Then they just gonna try to give it to anybody.
Yeah. Hey, Michael Jordan got a draft pick, right? Gotta give it to him. Gotta give it to him. So listen, don't get me wrong, Ant-Man is electric, with the dunking and all that, but I feel like LaMelo is a game. He influences so much of the game, and he just, when you see him play, it just seems like everybody's having fun. Like it just it's so free-willing and just going and willing and dealing.
Even in their losses, they're exciting to watch.
They are primetime television, man. With him, Scary Terry, him and Miles. Look, LaMelo and Miles Bridges. Listen, that's like Chris Paul and Tyson Chandler back in the Hornets days. I'm old. See, people don't know about that. If you ain't no real basketball player,
yeah.
Tyson Chandler and Chris Paul used to be on the same team. That was Lob City before Lob City, and I'm telling you, special, man, special. Go ahead. It's on you.
They looking like the young Nash and Stoudemire type game. Like he's just that pick and roll, boom, boom, boom. But okay, so look, I dug real deep to try to find something to compete with him not getting it, because there are about 30 games left. That's about right. There's about 30 games left. So that is a long time. He's missing the whole season. So it's a long time. That's my only little argument that I have. If we were to pick it today, obvious. Like there's no one that close. The closest one, like you said, is Ant-Man, and he's not that close. To tell you the truth, I'm looking at the stats. I'm like, okay, he's not even that close, but he is electrifying, right? But he's also put, LaMelo's also put him in the playoff contention. That Ant-Man, they 15, they dead last in West. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it was so far fetched. So the only thing I could say is there is 30 games left. That is a long time not to have a certain amount of games played and win one of those type of awards. Only to the fact that that's the same thing they was doing to Zion last year. Zion only played 19 games last year, and he didn't win it. So obviously he played a little bit more than that. But I'm just saying it's a lot of games missed. So I'm just saying to be just the realist that he might not get it because of the 30 games left. But I do agree that I feel that he's done enough to get it. So we'll see what they vote on. But I do agree that there's no one really close to him in the rookie race. It's not even that close.
I feel as though everybody know. Okay, listen, I'm gonna get real political. I'm gonna get real conspiracy theorist from you. If I'm Adam Silver, I'm going to every voter and say, look at here, we're trying to build this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a buzz around LaMelo. Let's just give it to him. Because you add Big Baller Brand with LaMelo being the Rookie of the Year. That was what Lonzo was supposed to be.
I was just gonna say that. I forgot to say that when I was talking. That's exactly. We thought he was gonna be what LaMelo is, but it's LaMelo. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you add LaMelo's flair, his whole persona, his whole excitement with the Big Baller Brand of LeVar, and then the whole aspect of Jordan and NBA. Man, listen, you got it. It kind of reminds me of when everybody thinks like Patrick Ewing was like pushed to the Knicks because they really needed a big. You need to push the Rookie of the Year onto LaMelo Ball. Just simple fact of it's good television. Right.
I wouldn't argue it. Like I said, because it's so far. Like when you're looking at any of the rookie stats, the rookies. We got some good rookies in there, but when you're looking at what they're doing, they ain't doing nothing close to what LaMelo's doing, and it hasn't been that much of a difference in a long time from what rookies are doing on their teams. LaMelo's balling, like you said. He was supposed to be big, bro.
I don't know how long I'm feeling right now, but all I know is I'd be hot.
I would feel some type of way.
I'd be hot.
Yeah. Me, I'll turn my game up a little bit, but I mean that's just me. I ain't gonna let my little bro come in here and just outdo me like that.
Reggie Roy says Halliburton.
I don't know, man.
To me, he hasn't. Listen, for me to be rookie, like the reason I would have still voted. I don't care if Zion played all 82 games. Ja Morant was going to get Rookie of the Year for me because of sometimes you got to take basketball out of it. Like we know you can put the ball in the bucket, but your impact on the game. How do your teammates play with you? How do you build confidence? When Ja is on the floor, it's just a confidence that you see with his team, how they just play. They're so free. It's the same thing with LaMelo. Like you always feel like you're in a game when you have LaMelo, or it's going to be an exciting game. So I'm in the same. To me, they're in the same boat. LaMelo's a little bit more high visibility because of who he is.
He had more hype. Yeah, he had more hype.
You know what I'm saying? More hype. But at the end of the day, man, listen, no, that boy LaMelo is something special. Now I'm gonna go off script real quick on you.
All good. Let's go.
How is Chris Paul doing what he's doing?
Because he's a fucking beast, man. Give that man that respect. Wherever he go, people turn into ballers. I don't know what it is. He just turned every team up. That's why I was mad that Harden couldn't do nothing with Chris Paul, and he couldn't do nothing with the Chris Paul team. Get your ass out of here, man. That shit made me so mad. Harden acting like Chris Paul was the problem. Like, nah, bro. If you just get a ball up to the point guard and let him do his thing, you gonna get your points. He gonna give you the ball. He gonna give you the ball, bro. Calm down. He over there pouting on the side. He pouting because he ain't got the ball. Chris over there working with 4 people, still getting like, come on, bro. Like, if you just join the fun, bro, I'm telling you, he would have had Harden triple doubling still, and he would have won a championship. But you want to sit over there and pout because you don't touch the ball enough, man. That boy. That's why I was so mad that they didn't let him come to the Lakers. But then he went to the Clip. Man, that made me so mad. Kobe would have loved Chris Paul, bro. That would have been a match made in
heaven. It would have been some dogs. That's just
it would have been too crazy, man. And they knew that. They was like, oh, they would have been what the Nets look like, but with only 2 of them. With only 2 of them, they would have been looking like can't nobody beat that team. Can't nobody beat those Lakers. That's what they didn't want. So they didn't let it, but they gonna let them go to the Clippers. Man.
Oh man, Reggie Roy says, I was voting Melo Rookie of the Year since 2016.
Hey, he ain't lying though. That boy loved him some LaMelo, bro. He was waiting on LaMelo.
I still got to get the merch. I've been talking about to go get some merch, but man, listen, I can't even go behind you on that. You put it so eloquently. Like I just when I see how I'm like, dude, wherever Chris Paul goes, wherever he goes, there's success. He went to
OKC and took Houston to Game 7.
No, man, you can't even name their starting 5, and he is out there dogging Bamas.
Disgusting. I don't even know how he does it. He got some Michael Jordan juice in the locker room or something. I don't know what he's doing. That boy over here, he crazy, man. I don't even know how he does. And then he get everybody to believe that they can win. Like, I don't even know what kind of speeches he giving. I just want to sit in the locker room and hear one every Monday before I go to work, just so I know I got to go out there and get this money. Like, I don't know what he's telling them, but shit, that boy good.
Like
that boy good. Damn, he dropped the mic every time.
Yo, your boss be like, man, your production has just been crazy this week. Like,
I've been drinking this Chris Paul water. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't know what I'm doing, man. That boy, I don't know what he be telling people. I don't know about his motivational speech, but I want to be 10, 12 years old again and play on his AAU team. That's all I want.
Boy,
I'm gonna be different.
Be killing him. All right. Next question. Who is the dark horse in the West?
Okay, you go take that first.
I don't think they're a dark horse, but who they are. First of all, I'm a Mavericks fan, so my Mavericks are always. I'm just gonna Luka. So let's just.
Sorry.
I mean, yeah. So
they had a chance until these last little moves.
You know, hey, we got JJ. You know what I'm saying? We got JJ ready. You know what I'm saying? So just want to be very clear. You know what I'm saying? Luka needs some help just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Porzingis, but that's neither here nor there. I just want people to know I'm a Mavericks fan. But it's not really a dark horse. But a team that I really feel like is coming into their own is Utah, and it's not even. I'm just like, I'm like, when did Joe Harris be this? When was Joe Harris doing this? He is cooking. I'm like, God dang. I was like, that white boy you from Atlanta. Like, God, dog. So that's my dark horse to win the West. I know they're like what number 2, number 1 in the.
I think
really
they're still number 1. I think they're number
they're
1.
not really a dark horse because they are number 1. But I'm just saying, like,
Suns are number 2. Suns number 2. That's crazy. Who would have thought? Chris Paul go over there and take them from 8th seed to a 2 seed in just one season. Oh my goodness. So no, I agree with you on that until there was some moves made. So that was my dark horse. I was like, damn, this Utah Jazz might be really mad about losing that game 7 against the Nuggets last year.
Mm-hmm.
But then the Nuggets said, well, I mean, y'all doing pretty good, but let me go grab some more people. And them Nuggets, boy, them Nuggets is looking different right now. They kind of spooking me as a Laker fan. I'm like, damn, we might not get past the Nuggets. Come on, man. Then we went and got Drummond. So I was like, okay, cool. Because I was like, wait a minute. They went and got Aaron Gordon. I was like, all right, they made some good moves. But I love what the Jazz is doing. But because of the moves, I gave the edge to the dark horse of beating some people is the Nuggets, man. Nuggets is looking real dangerous.
The one thing I've always been worried about the Nuggets is if they ever get on the Warriors bandwagon, right? And what I mean by that is play team ball instead of that pick and roll ball they do. Like they're heavy pick, they're heavy 2-man game. I sit out here, I'm gonna wait. If they got all their athletes involved, I'm talking about MPJ, I'm talking about Aaron, Joker. What is the point? Why is the point guard slipping? Murray. And Murray. If they can get everybody flowing with that whole ball movement system, it's crazy. It would be crazy. But that 2-man pick and roll to me is just. Don't get me wrong. I'm not from Joker.
That's what I would. That's what I'm saying. I hope that they learn from last year. That's all we had to stop when they were playing the Lakers. That's all we had to stop. We were like, okay, you got the 2-man game. We'll rough up Joker, and then what are y'all gonna do? We'll let Murray drop his 40. It's not going to be enough because y'all don't get the other people involved enough, to really use your weapons. So hopefully they look at that and they go, okay, look, we got that. That's what I'm hoping. Like when they made that move, that's why I gave them the edge. When they made that move, I'm hoping they thinking like, okay, now we're going to use these athletic, people that we have getting Aaron Gordon. I'm like, okay, maybe they learned their lesson. So that's kind of what pushed me to that was maybe they learned their lesson. That's when they went out and got Aaron Gordon, get a few more athletes down there, down low, because Joker's is not athletic. He could sit up at the top of the key and shoot and hit the mid-range and let Aaron Gordon bang down there. Yeah. So we'll see if they learn their lesson, man. They could be dangerous.
All right. If you like to call in, guys, the number is 701-801-6395, PIN number 342881. Call-in lines are open. Let me go ahead and get this thing set up. Now, when you call in, if you call in, you can ask any question you want. All right? Any question you want. Let me see here. All right, get this going just real quick. All right, cool. Yeah, you can ask any question you want, but I'm gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna keep it moving. We'll keep it moving. But if you do want to call in, that is the number below. 701-801-6395, PIN number 342-8811. All right, now what team has the best possibility to beat the Nets in the playoffs? East, strictly against the East. You take that.
Okay, so I asked the question, but I'm not even really sure. I almost wanted to know if you knew a team that was. That's kind of why I asked. I'm like, well, hey, who's gonna beat these Nets if there's a possibility? The only people that I could say that would maybe have a chance is only for matchup reasons is Milwaukee, only because there's no matchup for the Greek Freak, and hopefully the other people. But that's the only edge I give him because there's no one to match up with him. I mean, Kevin Durant's not gonna be able to handle that boy, and I mean they went and got Aldridge. Aldridge's too slow. Like nobody's gonna be able to handle him. So he's the edge that I give him to possibly beat, but he would have to go LeBron. What was that? Cavs 2016 LeBron playoff. Like he would have to go like that. But yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. What you got?
Oh man, I never count out the Heat. Right? I the way they play with the whole defensive mind, one pretty much like a musketeer, all for one and one for all type of feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would give them the edge on that aspect. If I'm being 100% honest, the only team I could see is the Greek the Greek Freak, and it's what bothers me so much is that he does not play in the post, and I get all that. I want to drive down, be this /4-5 and all that, and don't get me wrong, his Euro stuff is unstoppable. But if you get my man with his back against the basket and just, it's like Shaq, it's barbecue chicken. It's barbecue chicken. Like, it's too easy, but he makes it so difficult, and that's not the way the game is going nowadays. And you don't have to live there. Nobody's telling you to live in the paint, but if you can't go in and out with it, it's really going to bother me. But I just want to see how they all blend. I just want to see how the Nets work through this whole process of blending all of them together. Because don't get me wrong, I think James Harden is the only like plug and play piece, real talk, that whatever you need from me, I got it. I can do it. Want me to just pass? I can do that. Want me to put points? I can do that. It's just he's seamless, man. He's something special for real.
It's funny how he changed his mindset. I was watching the interview. It was a couple weeks ago, but he changed his mindset. He was like, "Oh yeah, basically what you say. I'm a plug and play player. I'll do whatever the team needs me to do." And I'm like, "Well, where was that at when you had Chris Paul, bro? Like, I just felt I really thought they had something, man. The Lakers wasn't doing nothing back then, so I was really just wanted, to see good basketball. And I'm like, bro, you could have really beat the Warriors, bro. You could have beat the Warriors if you would have just got out of your own way, bro. Like." It was crazy, bro. But yeah, that I agree with that, man. That's the only one I could see. I agree with you on the Heat thing too, because like you said, the Heat play like a team. So in the playoffs, that means a lot when teams are playing for each other. That's deep, and so that goes with the Nets too. They can lose if they don't play like that, because you got all the talent in the world. A team could beat you.
Yeah, look at the Mavericks, 2011. Right. Look at the Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? A good team goes real far, and especially when everybody knows the role. Reggie Roy says, "Luke to Don." Sean says, "Yo, what's good, Sean?" And Reggie Roy says, "I don't care. Lakers in 5." All right, Stan.
Let go.
Oh man! All right, and we're bringing it home, guys, real quick. Will it be a Lakers versus Nets finals? Now, this is all you Lakers fan. I'm a LeBron fan, but go ahead, Lakers fan. You can take it over.
Yeah. Cause you know what? I like the confidence that LeBron doesn't seem spooked at all, which is it should be scary. Y'all made all these moves, and LeBron seems pretty calm as far as just like, okay, like he already seen everything y'all done try to throw at this man. He like, okay, I could. He ain't panicking. He ain't asking for extra help. He's like, go get Drummond, and we're gonna figure this thing out. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the Clippers over there, they just went on a 6-game winning streak. I think they lost last night, right? But they're not gonna be able to figure it out. I don't know what it is about them, and I just feel like when it comes to the playoffs, they're not gonna be able to figure it out. They'll probably get beat by like the Nuggets or something again, or I don't know. They might get beat by the Suns. I don't know. Might be, you feel me? Like you might get beat by the Suns, but the West is looking crazy.
Revenge store going.
You know what I'm saying? If LeBron bring this team out of the West again this year, man, because that top 6 teams in the West right now, anybody could beat you. Even you got the Mavericks at what, 7, and it's the Mavericks. They could beat you if you keep playing around.
Yeah.
If you play around with the Mavericks, they could beat you. So it's crazy in the West, but as a true Laker fan, I like the confidence. It seems spooked, which is just kind of scaring me. It kind of get me excited. Like, oh shit, he ain't even scared about what the Nets doing. So I think it is going to be Lakers versus Nets, and I can't wait to see it because it's just going to be a crazy finals.
Oh man! So let me go. Let me see what I'm working with here. If LeBron, and to me, it's not even about LeBron, it's about AD. It's really about AD. It's what AD you're going to get. Are you going to get the AD who goes 1 for 10, doesn't want to go in the post, wants to shoot threes all day? Or are you going to get the 14 of 20, rebounding, dunking, all type of stuff. That's the real kicker for me, because you know what you'll get from LeBron. It's LeBron James. You gonna do he gonna do what he do. Now, what I would like a Lakers, and I want LeBron to embarrass Kevin Durant, because what people don't understand is, and what kills me, Skip Bayless talks about all the time. Oh, didn't Kevin Durant pull up and shoot the three in LeBron's face? Yeah, he had 3 studs around him as well. Yeah, and once again, he's in the same predicament where he got 2 studs around him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I want LeBron to want that smoke. And once again, he's 36. He's 36.
And they still scared of this man, bro. It's ridiculous, because you not even building your team. Like, teams used to grab players for a future. Like, you'd be like, okay, this is gonna be my squad for 3-5 years, and we gonna try to get us a championship within that 3 to 5 years. People are building a team specifically just to beat LeBron. Like, you gotta go through LeBron. Like, everybody already know that. Like, you're gonna have to go to LeBron though. So how we gonna beat him? That's why the Clippers got tripped up last year, because they was built for LeBron, but they didn't even look at the Nuggets. They weren't even built for the Nuggets. They had mismatches everywhere. They didn't know what to do with Murray.
When you can't make a shot, that's basketball. You done.
Yeah, in the playoffs, if you shooting bad, sorry for you. For you.
It only takes one game. You know what I'm saying? And to me, now this, man, listen, you can't write a better story if it goes down like this.
Right.
But honestly, the team that I really feel as though, I'm sorry, I'm reading Reggie Roy said KD beat LeBron twice and no one cares. Still ain't go. Boy, a joke. Sean says LeBron be playing at 40. I said what I said. TB12 of the NBA. Oh yeah, them J's coming in heavy. Always be second best. But my thing is this though. The team that I feel really would give them problems is Utah with Gobert, because Gobert, he gonna bang. If he ain't gonna do nothing else, Gobert gonna bang. And that to me is where your weakness is. And if Andre Drummond can give a foot of what Rudy Gobert gives to Utah in the paint, oh, it's a problem. See, and that's why I said the Lakers should have never gave up Dwight Howard in the first. That was the biggest mistake that the Lakers did offseason. I love Schroeder. I love, bringing up Horton and TNT or THT, whatever his nickname is. I love all those moves. But picking Marc Gasol over Dwight Howard, I'm like, what are you doing?
The Marc Gasol thing it never made sense to me at all. So hopefully we made it up with this Drummond move. I feel like Drummond, he's a walking double-double. The boy rebounds like crazy. I think he's averaging like 13 rebounds in his career. If we can get, if he gives us 12 and 12, that's all we need. And the presence that he has down there, because he's a lot better than because he didn't get a lot of the spotlight, because he was in Detroit forever, then he went to Cleveland. But if you watch his career, man, the dude was a beast. So I felt like that. I actually wanted Drummond more than I wanted LaMarcus Aldridge. So I was like for sure when we got Andre Drummond and when we locked that in, I was like, all right, we good, because that is, I think that's what they were looking ahead to Utah for. I think they were kind of looking at that where it was like, okay, Gasol is not gonna do nothing with Gobert, but we could throw people at him. We got AD, we could throw AD at him, and then we could throw Andre Drummond at him. You know what I mean? And it'll wear him down. So and then we just got to focus on Donovan Mitchell, which hopefully we play good team defense. We let LeBron roam around, as you've seen before he got hurt. He was just running, his defense was going crazy. He was playing DB.
All right, got a question. Says, so if it's Lakers versus Nets, who's stopping LeBron James one-on-one? Ooh.
Who's stopping LeBron James or Anthony Davis one-on-one? We are a problem. People don't understand that. Like, it's a matchup problem, and that's what the playoffs are about. They're about matchups. In the regular season, anybody could beat anybody, but in 7 games, to be able to say, okay, they beat us 2 days ago, and then I get to see the same team again, and then I get to see the same team again. It's too many times I get to see you. So now we get to dial in and really show your true colors. That's what the playoffs does. When you get that 7-game series, it's a whole completely different type of ball game. You don't just see them once in here. During the season, you're trying to plan, for each team as they come. But the playoffs, you got one team, you got 5 assignments, and you like, okay, this is what we doing. You got way more time to dial in on people's weaknesses.
Yeah, I thought, and to go back to the question, who's gonna guard LeBron? If the Nets, they're gonna turn around and ask you the same question: who gonna guard Kyrie? Who gonna guard Harden? Who gonna guard Kevin Durant? Now, don't get me wrong, you're not gonna be able to stop any of them, but lost his hell on people talk. But you know what I'm saying? It's at the end of the day, it's what pick your poison. Who are you gonna let go off, and who are you not gonna let go off? To me, I would tend to lean to not let Harden go off because he gets no. I'm lying. I would let Durant go off. No, because I don't believe Harden. Harden.
That's what the coaches be like in the locker room. Like, wait.
Yeah, Harden doesn't make big time shots, and I can take that back to the Rockets. He doesn't make. He never shows up in big moments. So to me, it's like, okay, do I let Harden go off and do his thing because he's probably gonna mess it up at the end, or do I let KD go? And it's definitely gonna be a big issue.
Yeah.
Question says, Clippers out in the first round or second?
It depends on who they play. Yeah, it depends on how the playoff go. Because I mean, like I said, man, the first 7 teams, like the Spurs, iffy, right? But the 7 teams right there, they can beat you on any given night, man. And like I said, it's different when the playoffs is a 7-game series, but they might be able to get past. I think Kawhi get them in the second round, but I don't know if they can get past that second round.
Yeah, to me, it's all about matchups. It's who you got, who you get. You know what I'm saying? How your team matches up, because like I said, it's all about matchups. And if the Clippers have to match up with Utah, that's not a good matchup because you don't have anybody for Gobert. You know what I'm saying? Right. So he's going to dominate the boards. He's going to dominate the rebounds. Little stuff that you don't think impacts the game. It's going to come back and bite you in the butt. You know what I'm saying? Right. Tank says, clamp everybody, make Harden beat you. He ain't clamp. I don't know if you just clamping up KD.
I was about to say you can't clamp up AD or Kyrie. Really, all you can do is contain them. Really, what it's gonna come down to is defensive stops. Can the Nets get enough defensive stops to not get outscored? Because they're gonna score points regardless. That's just inevitable. Somebody's gonna go off for 40 or 30, or 2 of them are gonna go off for 40 or 30, and then you know what I'm saying. So it's just can they make enough? Can they make the other team not score 127? Instead of 125. That's what it really comes down to.
If the Nets don't make it, who else would you like to see?
I would love to see. You know what? I would love to see the 76ers and the Lakers go at it, man. I think that would. I mean, the matchups are crazy, so I think that they'll give us a run for our money.
Bro, I totally forgot about the Sixers, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Joel and Ben, they coming into their own. They don't have the Nets don't have an answer for that boy Embiid. But it's what Embiid do you get? Right. See that, and that's what it all comes down to in basketball. Is like who's showing up? Because if you get 30 and 15 Embiid,
it's a problem. Yeah.
It's a problem.
Yeah, because he's gonna slow the game down. You ain't gonna be able to just run and gun him. He's gonna slow the game down. And I did forget about the 76 when we was talking about who could beat the Nets. That could be a possibility too. And I think that's why they kind of everybody talking about everybody hurt, but a lot of these guys is resting their guys for the playoffs. I know they bullshitting. They were like, Durant talking about he pulled a hamstring. The man been out for 3 months. Like, man, come back and play, man. Stop being soft. Talking about he pulled a hamstring. He been doing nothing. Yeah, we're like, come on, man. We got the best trainers, athletic trainers in the world. And you talking about you pulled a hamstring, you gonna be out for 2 months. You rested. Stop it. That's what they switched LeBron to 6 weeks.
David Moss said Rondo makes Clips a real contender. You agree?
You know what? I don't know if that makes him a contender. That's what it was supposed to do. I don't think it's really the clip. However, they're running their shop over, like their team over there. I think that's why. What's his name? Who do we pick up? I can't remember his name. Why can't I remember his name? Center for backup center for the Lakers now. He just came from the Clippers. Montrez. He didn't want to be a part of the shit show, bro. It's how they're running it and giving everybody, you know, oh, he get, you know, Kawhi gets this, PG gets this. It's too much of that going on, which I feel like a lot of the role players and all these other guys, they don't want to be involved in that. They just want to play ball. They want to win. They want it to be focused on winning. And if it's not that, people like Rondo are not gonna. He's not gonna want to be into it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when he came to the Lakers, they was like, let's win. He's like, all right, bet. If that's what we doing, then we'll do that. Because all the other little, oh, he's doing too much here, he's doing too much. That gets erased because everybody at the end of the day is like, okay, yeah, he's a little rough around the edges, but he's trying to win, so we'll deal with it. They're not gonna want to deal with it. Kawhi, PG, they're gonna deal with it. I don't want to hear that. I'm a baller. Like, I don't think they're not gonna use Rondo how he should be used. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get the Rondo that you got last year because he's not gonna be in the same position as last year. He's not dealing with LeBron and AD. AD's going, okay, I just want to win. Tell me what to do, little dude.
And you know, AD just
LeBron's like, hey, I know you smart enough. I'm gonna let you do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi and PG, I don't think they're gonna be the same welcoming or same open-minded as far as the game, as far as winning. And so they're not gonna get the same Rondo we got.
Man, and that run to the finals Rondo was huge. But I do agree with you. I don't think they're going to be receptive to what Rondo is and who he is and how he's bringing it in, because Kawhi is going to feel like it's his team, and Paul George is going to feel like, you know, he's always like the undervalued superstar and things like that, which he deserves all the criticism he gets because he don't show up. Like, what do you mean? Like, you don't show up and you think you're supposed to get playoff free? Like you ain't been playoff pieces Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's stop it. You know what I'm saying? So I think, I don't know if it makes him a contender. Does it make him like, oh, okay? I mean, if it's not like Chris Paul. See, and that's the thing you see, like in difference of play, you can see the difference in playmaking. Rondo is a piece of a puzzle. Chris Paul is a cog. He's a wheel. He makes that thing roll. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he gets everybody involved. I mean, once again, you can't name OKC starting five. Like, I don't care who you are. Unless you're an OKC fan, you can't name them.
Right. And half of them can't name them either.
That's all I'm saying.
But no, that's true.
That's all I'm saying. So I'm gonna leave that right. I'm gonna just leave that right there. Let me see what else we got for these comments. Says nobody matches up with the Lakers in the playoff basketball. I don't agree with you. I don't agree with this statement. Are they tough matchups? Yes. But to say nobody matches up, nah.
So who would match up? You can't leave us hanging. Who's matching up?
Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. Once again, it all depends on how you play this thing. So if you got Drummond at the 5 and AD at the 4, I don't like AD when he plays the 4. I don't, because I feel like he takes it off. He becomes like a wing, and I'm like, bro, you're 7 foot. Like, why are you not in the paint? Make your shots easy. So he bothers me on that, but I know he doesn't want to clog the lane up for LeBron. But he shoots so many threes when he's a 4. That is, now that I think about it, that is a pretty big lineup, because you'll go Schroeder, KCP, LeBron, AD, and Drummond. That's some big boys. Yeah, so that is a pretty tough. And then when you got AD who can drop 20 and 10 on you real easy, or 25 and 5, depending on how you're feeling about rebounding, it can get nasty. So it makes sense. It makes sense. I can see it's a tough matchup, but I don't think nobody in the West got two bigs like that with AD and Drummond now.
And if you really want some smoke, we'll put Gasol out there. If you really want to smoke,
I would do Montrez at the 5, Montrez at the 4, AD at the 5. That would be how I come out, because I want to come out fast, like pushing the
Now
pace or whatever.
we need Montrez to come off the bench.
Mm.
We need that. We need him and Kuz to come off the bench and give that extra little push with what's his name? What's the he's not rookie anymore, but what's his name? THP.
Caruso?
Nah, not Caruso. Caruso cool. Yeah, he gonna do his thing. Caruso does Caruso things. But what's the young cat's name? You were just saying what's his name?
Harden.
Yeah, you go. Yeah. Harden. You come off there with him, Kuzma, and they look good coming off the bench. I've seen a couple times where we look real dry with LeBron on and Schroeder. They come out and they really kind of turn it up. I've seen that throughout the whole season.
Yeah, man, listen, I love Schroeder. I don't know. I've always been a fan of Schroeder. The blind assassin when he was with Atlanta. Like
Atlanta.
Yeah, bro. Like,
I knew he was a baller. I was excited when we got him. Because I mean, he don't have like the leadership or the IQ of Rondo yet, but he's way more athletic, and you know what I'm saying. He can create his own shot. Yeah, he can create his own shot easy. So that takes a lot off of LeBron to do other things. That takes a little bit off of AD to focus on other things. So I mean, I like where we're at. Really, the fact that we got Drummond, I'm like, okay, we back in the game. As soon as we did that, I was like, all right, I ain't worried no more. We good.
What do y'all think the league looks like post LeBron?
It's gonna look different. I think it's gonna be not just Wild Wild West, but Wild Wild West feelings in the NBA, meaning everybody, all these guys is missing out on rings because of LeBron. They're gonna be trying to get one so bad, like, okay, he's out the way. You got all these cats. I mean, they already doing that with doing the Nets, Harden and shit, but it's gonna look crazy.
Man, I think the league is gonna be in good hands with LaMelo. If LaMelo keeps ascending like he's ascending, Luka,
Zion,
Murray, Dame. I think Dame might start becoming like, a real Steph. You still gonna have Steph. I think the image of the NBA will look good. But man, is everybody gonna see a highway open up to the finals? They be like, thank God we ain't gotta go through that man through Akron no more. God, dog.
Right? They're gonna be happy.
Boy, highway to heaven, they're gonna be happy for real.
Don't let Bronny come in balling either.
That'd be crazy. Help the Spurs make the playoffs and problem for any teams. Dang, help the Spurs make the playoffs and problem for any team.
I don't know.
I would take this question. So with the Spurs, they're kind of like the Patriots, right? And what I mean by that is you're a system within a system, right? So you have a basketball system, and then you have a coaching hierarchy system. So some people can't deal with Pop. Some people don't like that he treats you as if you're an AAU player. You know what I'm saying? Like, this same thing, Bill. This is the same way Bill Belichick treats his players. Like, bro, like, I run this. You know what I'm saying? So that's not everybody's cup of tea. That's not everybody's factor. But when you have the players who are good and believe in the system, i.e. Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? When you have those players that you can input in that system and they get that pot rolling, it's something special to see. It really is. But right now, Pop don't have those players. Like, he's just trying to find something that works. And you see it like he just, I'm going to throw this guy out there. We're going to do this young boy. We're going to try this young kid. He needs that centerpiece that he can work with that is that guy, and then can get everything else involved. So I don't know if the Spurs will be back to prevalence or dominance like they used to be. I think Pop's gonna walk away from it all. I really do. In the next couple of years, I think he's gonna walk away because I don't think he's gonna go back to being the Pop of old.
Yeah, I don't believe. I mean, they're in the 8th spot right now, but I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. I think the Grizzlies will either take that spot or even the Warriors will take that spot.
Yeah.
To be real, because it's gonna get down to the nitty gritty with these last 30 or so games, and I think the Grizzlies will make a push and the Warriors will make a push for that 8th spot for sure.
Yeah. Another question that we got in the comments: Would you sit James and AD into the playoffs so they are fresh off injury? Go ahead, Lakers fan.
Would you sit? Nah. You don't. Well, LeBron, he only need, like, as he's shown, he only need like 10-8 games to get back in the groove of things. AD, I think he'll need a little bit more time as far as getting back into, well, one, he wasn't playing he was iffy this season. Even when he was playing, he was real iffy as far as his stats. He wasn't consistent. But hopefully he comes back with the right mindset. But I wouldn't sit him. I wouldn't sit him. I don't think LeBron really likes sitting like that. I wouldn't sit him. I think they'll be fine. But AD is going to need a few more games than LeBron to get back into game mode for sure.
I 100% agree with you. I think if anybody needs to be, see, AD is always a double negative because it's like if you bring him back too fast, he's gonna get hurt again, and if you sit him out for too long, he gonna be rusty. So it's like you don't know what you, and that's why, and this is exactly why AD took the money he took, because he knew his butt was injury prone. You know what I'm saying? And here he comes showing his face up again. So that's the biggest issue with AD. LeBron is LeBron. Like LeBron, 2 injuries over what, 18 years? You know, like stop it. Come on, man.
Right.
Like,
and they're not even big injuries. These he was 2 weeks. They were like, oh, I guess they resting Durant. We'll rest LeBron a little more. 6 weeks. They just threw that out there. 6 weeks.
So it's yeah. Hopefully less moving around, trying to team up. Hopefully people stay on teams and build the right way, the picks in the draft building. Yeah. But you know, in the NBA, it's if you don't get them first top 10, that top 5, sometimes top 3, a lot of those players just go into oblivion, basketball oblivion.
Oh yeah. You remember? No, I don't. I don't remember him. Not at all. I don't. What do you mean? He got drafted second? What do you mean? I don't remember that. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Who's that guy? Right? You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so all those issues. David Moss says, do you think NBA stacking 4 or 5 teams will hurt the league in the long run? We talked about this earlier, David, but we can answer it again for you.
It'll work itself out. I think that's what I went with. It hurts it right now as far as like now we kind of know who's going to the finals or who's going to make it to the playoffs, except for, you know, 1s and 2s he might flip flop, but it usually works itself out. It works back out after.
I think. Listen, I feel like if this is what you want to do, if I'm Adam Silver, I'm like, all right, we're gonna play this game. All right, cool. We just gonna go the best top 16. Top 16. Yeah, because I'm not going. If you stack it up in the East, I'm not gonna. That's a walk in the park. You're literally cruising to the finals. You might make a matchup in the Eastern Conference Finals, but I want to make it difficult.
Right.
I give you the top 16 teams, and 10 of them jokers come from the West. Oh, you gonna work to get this championship? So that would be if that's what you want to do, I would counteract that with making it a top 16 team playoff.
Well, but just political wise, you can't do that because then you're gonna have these other teams going, well, how am I gonna make money if I ain't never in the playoffs? You know what I'm saying? That's what it really come down to is the money part of it, which sucks that it has to be that, but that's what it's gonna come down to. It's like, okay, yeah, we could do that, but then you're gonna have the same, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody's gonna try to play for those teams, and the fact that we've given in the players so much freedom to go, you know what, I want to go over here. They're just gonna keep going to the teams that are in playoff contention, and then these lesser teams are never gonna be able to build their team up. So that's the only thing that counteracts that. I mean, I would love to see that, but that's the only thing that's gonna come up to it is the smaller teams going, man, I can't make my money over here.
Yeah, right. Like, what we doing? What
about me? What about me? Yeah, like, what about me? What happened to the Hawks?
Yeah, they used to be Charlotte. Okay, they used to be Charlotte. I'm just saying.
Right. We're gonna go back to ABA games. The Hawks is gonna be in ABA.
Oh, this is for you right here, Jammer. Last question for me. Do you think the Phoenix Suns are for real or just a season runner this year?
That depends on. I don't think they're gonna go to the finals or anything this year. They're gonna make some people real scary in the playoffs. They're gonna win some games they're not supposed to. So is it just a run this year? I don't know. That depends on if Chris Paul can stay healthy. He is getting up there in age, and then what do they add in the offseason? What do they do to tweak it? Right, like they're right on the cusp of becoming a solid team that could really go for the run, but I think that it's just a couple little tweaks that they need to get past these Lakers and Nuggets and those type of teams that they're just a couple tweaks. And so it's going to be interesting what they add to it to get over the hump.
Yeah, I can't wait. All right, for me, Script, sorry to be off topic. Need your help for a bet. Does Alabama State beat South Carolina State this weekend? Yes, they do. South Carolina cannot see Alabama State's defense. That Alabama State defense is unreal. I'm never betting against them. Trust me when I tell you.
No, yeah, that's different.
Who's eating spaghetti right now? What? Okay. Anyway, last question says, do you see LeBron going to a new team before he retires? If so, which team? It's a good question.
I don't think so. I think he came to LA because for business, really. I mean, obviously it's great to be a Laker, but I mean his brand is, to grow his brand. I don't see him going anywhere else.
I don't know who else needs LeBron. If I'm being because LeBron is I call him the walking franchise. Like he's a walking legit franchise. I don't know where he could go and make a bigger impact than Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? So it is the LA. Unless he went to the Clippers and won them a ring, then he'd be like, dang, I am the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Just like truly the GOAT. But other than that, I wouldn't see what it is. A 1-to-1 bet on Alabama State. I don't know I'm not a gambler, so I don't know what that even means, 1-to-1. But I would bet Alabama State winning. That's it. I don't know about no points, high, low, -3.
I could give you that. I could tell you who the winner is.
I'm telling you who the winner. All the points is on you. Points, money line, that's all on you. Alabama State is gonna win that game. That's all. I'm just let that be known. But man, Jammer, yo, I appreciate you for coming through, man. We've been playing this for a minute, and I want you guys. I'm putting the link below. His Facebook feed when they do. You bet 100. He said, "Her, you win whatever you bet." Hold on, you win whatever you bet. That means you bet 100, you win 100. Okay. All right. So look, I don't like to lose money, so I'm just gonna tell you me, right? But if I had it to lose, I'm betting the house on Alabama State. But hey, listen, if football's finicky, so if you bet what you got and you lose, don't come back to me talking about something.
He gonna find you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where you stay at? Like, nah. But I'm telling you, I would pick Alabama State. David Moss said, "Great show, fellas. Man, appreciate it. Man, we're gonna try to listen when the playoffs hit. Oh. This guy, he gonna be on here. He gonna be on here. We gonna definitely discuss it. He gonna talk about Lakers. I'm gonna talk about whatever else we gonna talk about. But go ahead, Jay. Do your shout outs. Do whatever you talk about your Mexico trip.
Hey, first I want to shout out to you, bro. Hey, everything you doing, man. I seen your growth, man. You've been putting in the work, bro. So I appreciate you having me on here. But keep doing your thing, bro, man. Yeah, even with the you got the you were doing the interviews with the young cats, man. I was just telling my homeboy the other day. I was like, man, this dude he's doing something different. And it's dope, bro. So keep doing your thing, man. All love. I appreciate you having me on the show. Everybody on here, tap in with Let Me Talk My Shit Saturday, 7 p.m. We shooting live from Mexico, family vacay. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna have tons of things to talk about. Just tap in with me. And again, also keep tapping in with my boy over here. He's doing his work, man. Keep doing your thing, man. I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you. I can't wait for this NBA playoff, boy. I'm telling you. Listen, y'all better tune in. We gonna be talking basketball. Let's go. Let's go. All right. But until next time, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say I'm going to holler and make sure y'all tune in to Let Me Talk My Shit. I'm telling you, boy, they be talking that real stuff. I'm going to put his Facebook link in the bottom in the description below, man. But y'all stay easy. Y'all stay up, man. One.